All right, welcome back. Yo. Let me pull up this guide here. Yeah, this has been pretty helpful. All right. Oof, my health. Dude, we gotta find Brown. No music. Just silence. This time the girl was certain it was her friend. Oh. Brown, what you doing? It's not the girl's dear friend. What happened to him? Was he... Because of the frightening images in her head, the poor girl was a nervous wreck. It's fucked up. Oh my god, Brown. He was not the girl's dear friend this time either. Something terrible has happened to him. Because of this frightening images in her head, the poor girl was a nervous wreck. The girl could hear her friend calling for help from behind the door. Brown! Yet again, it was not the girl's dear friend. Come on. Something really must have happened to him. Because of the frightening images in her head, the poor girl was a nervous wreck. This month's gift, Filthy Brown. Hey. You leave that boy alone. Wait, is that... She saw that one as a stuffed animal first. Was that actually Brown? I don't know.
Your friend is in the bag. It's too late now. My friend! Give me back my friend! Liar! Go away! Just go away!
Beat her ass, Jennifer.
Never forgive you! Not ever! And as for the rest of you, how could you believe all those lies? Aristocrats! You're just the opposite. I hate you, and I hate you, and you! And I hate myself the very most for playing your stupid games and not having the strength to stand up to you! It's all just hideous!
Do you want to save? Aye. It's the best fucking cutscene in the game. Stray Dog and the Lying Princess. Jennifer found stray dog. Stray dog and the lying princess. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who told lies. She liked to scare the other girls by screaming, "Stray dog is coming, stray dog is coming." But soon, everyone stopped being scared. They hated the way that she lied. Love the way you lie. One day, the girl came home screaming, "Stray dog is coming, really?" Everyone thought it was just another lie. Except this time, it was no lie at all, and so they were all gobbled up. The end. Look at that fucking picture, dude. Thank God. Give me that lollipop. We should save, huh? Well, we'll do a save state. It'll be okay. Oh, this part is very sad.
What? Really? Really? How tragic.
Oh, they all respect me now after I took down their leader. After I slapped her stupid face. Minced pie. Just want to check everything. You can get some good bits of the story here. Rear stairway. Actually, I want to check out the attic. Will it let us up there? No. Oh yeah, look. She's not wearing her brooch anymore. Let's check this way. No good. I guess it's kind of funneling us downstairs, huh? I don't want to go out there yet. Can we go to the basement? Oh, we can. Bizarre looking root is growing through the ground. Wonder if anything will be different. I don't think so. Let's go back upstairs. go to the main hall. Okay. I should know this house layout by now. No. Maybe we have to go down those particular stairs. So let's go up. And over here. No. Hey. Hope Wit. Thank you so much for the sub, man. How you been? Let's try going over here. Is there anybody in the rooms? Or I think all the rooms are locked and they're trying to kind of usher us towards there, but I can't help trying. Okay. Gotta try these rooms before we go down the stairs. Okay. Hallway. What the filth room? Just go in a big circle.
Jennifer, over here.
That's Olivia, right? On the right? I don't remember the girl on the left's name. Just remember Olivia because she made that awful crying sound. Oh, hi everybody.
Greetings. Princess, please forgive all that I've done.
Oh, yeah.
Greetings, Princess Jennifer. Thank you very much for coming to our new aristocrat club. Greetings, Princess Jennifer. From now on, you'll be our new princess. Now, Princess, please think up a new game. Please lead us. We are yours to command, Princess.
Princess, go ahead. Guide us. We need you. We don't know what to do.
I'd be like, fuck off.
Look, it's Wendy.
It's Wendy.
It's Wendy.
It's Wendy. I always remembered that. Look, it's Wendy. Stray dog legend. That is Wendy's lie. I want to see all the pictures of the dogs. I wonder how they got all the children's drawings in this game. Like, did actual kids draw them? If you know, you know. Drop something. What do I not need? I don't need that. Wendy's stupid pledge. Ugh. That's rough, man.
Once upon a time, there was a precious little girl.
I don't exactly remember what to do. Okay. Because there's going to be a point where what you do dictates if you get the good ending or the bad ending. I just want to make sure that I'm still able to get the correct ending. The mermaid boss was so much fucking Dr. Hoffman. Nah, I keep thinking he's a doctor. He ain't shit. Mr. Hoffman was way fucking harder. And the mermaid? I'm not complaining, but you play this game for the story, not the not the gameplay, really. Alright, let's go over here, dude. What you doing, buddy? Oh, he has like a running animation, not just a weird walking animation. What are you smelling? Smell this. He's like... What are all the slashes on him, I'm wondering? Yeah, what are all those? Are they gashes, or are they kind of just like where ropes were? Brown. I'm confused. I don't remember brown being here. Oh. You have to take a lot of health, don't you? You're the last boss. No? I think you got me once before, too. So a minimum, that only took half. Get up, Jennifer. Oy. How much health does he take? Fucking nothing, dude. We're Gucci. You'll ready up the weapon, and then Jennifer will kind of do this like little pivot where she kind of auto targets to the nearest enemy, but it's very slow, and if you attack, she just attacks forward. Alright, let's save there. Okay. Let's do save state here, Because I will be able to show you both endings, actually. Oh, Brown, you okay? Oh, we finally get to leave the mansion. Back where we started the game. Taken out of everybody's clothes. All over the yard. Because you wouldn't love me. Because you were so stubborn. I brought you here. Because you fell in love with Brown. Because you didn't realize it was me. I brought Stray Dog here. But I... Please stop him with this. Only you and your beloved dog can stop him. I'm sorry. Jesus. Jennifer found Gregory's gun. Gregory's gun. Oh, everybody's clothes are all over the place. Alright, so let's do a save state. Let's equip the gun. What? Wait, what? You don't miss. Wait, Brad just died instantly. Wait, what the fuck? I thought that was supposed to trigger the bad ending. Wait a minute. Brown. It's so funny, a lot of the concept art, or the like renders of Jennifer for this game, she's holding the gun. This is literally the only time you ever get to equip it. Only has one bullet in it.
I'm sorry, Joshua.
What? I guess you get the bad ending if you just kill him? So let's do that. Let's get the bad ending. Oh, why did that attack hurt so much? Wait, what? That was a lollipop, though. Did I cut off the animation of healing?
I'm sorry, Joshua.
He says, I'm sorry, Joshua. Ah. Oh, Jennifer, could you get up any slower?
I'm sorry, Joshua.
What does this say? I can't read it? Does she react to anybody's clothes? No. I guess we are being kind of greedy.
I'm sorry, Joshua.
With some of these hits. Okay. So this is the bad ending. And that is how the girl wound up all alone again. She couldn't keep her promise, nor did she save anyone. What a pitiful, unlucky girl. Alright. Let's do this. So this is how you get the good ending. No.
I'm sorry, Joshua.
When he's doing this, you go to the gun and you hit use.
I'm sorry, Joshua. Yes.
Do you like to save? Yes. December. You rescued a stray recently? Where'd you find him? January. Once upon a time. Little Jennifer. Aw. Look at her running around. Jennifer found Once Upon a Time. Couldn't fit that in there? Once Upon a Time. Yep. What is that? A little pooch? Okay, so this chapter... there's this video that I'd like to share with you. I'm going to include it, but I didn't know whether to include it before this chapter started or after. I think let's do it after. This letter looks familiar. Yes, it's one of the secret letters that Wendy and I traded. From Wendy to Joshua. Or Jennifer. My dear Jennifer, there's nothing to fear. I'm always by your side. I will never betray you. We made an oath, remember? My dear Jennifer, I'm so relieved that you are well again. Is that why I couldn't find you yesterday morning? It's no use trying to fool me. I can see right through your pranks. Anyway, thanks in advance. Tee-hee-hee. Jennifer, thank you for introducing me to Brown, but such a filthy dog is not a good match for you and me. Just give it to Nicholas or something, and let's be content with just the two of us. My stubborn Jennifer, is Brown that important to you? It's just a dog, a filthy animal. Please stop sharing your wonderful smile with that thing. Please smile only at me. Jennifer the Heartless, oh, so dramatic. Why didn't you come? I waited and waited for you. Why can't I see you every morning? I think only of you. Are you avoiding me? Wendy. You were always so lonely. Poor lonely Wendy. Wonder if my letters ever reached her. the detested rubbish bin. No one ever suspected that something precious was hidden inside. Nor did they know it was the only place where I could keep my things safe. Yeah, let's go get that film can. Maybe we can watch it now. I think it was in here. Yeah. Hey, the bucket knight is gone. Everyone would put their dirty laundry here, and it was my job to wash it. How ironic, the one they called filthy washing their filthy clothes. It all seems so silly now. Just looking for commentary from Jennifer. Different rooms. Bucket Knight. A makeshift knight that Nicholas and Xavier used for sword practice. Though they may have forgotten about it, I've always remembered. For I yearned for a loyal knight to come to my rescue. I thought that other song played during this part. This piano's nice. Let's go looking around. I wonder if we see any of the kids again. The night was quiet, dark, and scary, yet it was a mysterious time that aroused excitement. Some nights we'd stay awake in secret, hiding from the teacher, and draw pictures by lamplight. It made us feel very much like adults, something not possible during the day. Do we get to see any of the kids again, or maybe just hear kind of memories of them? Amanda was fond of using the sewing machine. When she got absorbed into something, she'd think of nothing else, especially sewing, which was always on her mind. If we ran out of cloth or thread, she'd just sew the rags, with an empty needle over and over and over again. And then she'd smile at the tattered rag with satisfaction. Oh my god. Go towards the door. I'm going to turn up the volume just a little bit. I've been trying to keep a close eye on it. What's up? It's a stuffed goat, the white goat Mary and the black goat Sally. When Meg found her letter to Diana torn apart, she was deeply wounded and cried in Diana's arms, even though she was the one who ripped it up, and when Meg's notebook was found all scattered about, Diana made fun of her, saying Mary and Sally must have ate it. Poor Meg. She was bound by the shackles of foolish devotion. It was very verbose, 12-year-old Jennifer. Oh yeah, this is the library. This is Meg's hangout. This is Meg's old stomping ground.
Jennifer?
Where does the game end? Because I want to go to that place last. Let me look this up. Oh, when you leave. What's that creepy face? Thomas was always playing with his trains. They were his only friends. There were no final stops on his railroad, for that would be devastating to him. It's rumored that this obsession had something to do with his birth, but Thomas never spoke about it with anybody. Who's that? What's his face look like? Is it a really tall man? I'm running around pressing X, seeing if she'll say anything about anything. Guess not. Where to? Let's go to the attic, I guess. So that's why we keep spawning in the filth room, since that was one of Jennifer's chores, to wash the clothes. I guess that was her main chore. So she spent a lot of time in there. Also, I can imagine them, like, making her hang out in there. Because she was so lonely all the time. And they treated her so bad. Did we go in here yet? Your kid's laughing and then little baby goats. I think this goes back to the hallway. Filth room, actually. We still got our fast forward key. Dormitory, okay. I think we covered all of upstairs, except the classrooms, actually. Oh, the classroom's downstairs. This is the sewing room. Okay. I think we covered all of upstairs. Yeah, there's just a lot of cool story moments that Jennifer will tell you about in this whole chapter. Yeah, we're pretty much just wrapping stuff up. So this is the way to the basement, and let's go there after we finish exploring floor 1. Cafeteria. Everlasting true love, I am yours. Hey, Manatsu. The dining hall. Don't got anything to say? If Miss Martha had disappeared, there would have been no one to cook. If Clara had disappeared, then there would have been no one to tend to our wounds. If Mr. Hoffman had disappeared, there would have been no one to teach us. Can't live life eating snacks all day with no exercise or studying. If you look at it that way, even the aristocrat club needed adults around. Our world was so small. Didn't Martha and Hoffman eventually disappear? I think Clara eventually disappeared too. Whose room was this? There are a couple letters here. It's a letter from the police. October 20th, 1930. Mr. Gregory Wilson. Dear ma'am, please forgive the delay in our response in your letter. You reported suspicious activity on the part of Mr. Gregory Wilson. After investigating the matter, we have come to the following conclusion. There is little to indicate that the said individual is connected to the recent kidnappings. Mr. Wilson is father to a son who closely matches the description in your letter. Therefore, we have determined that there is insufficient evidence to warrant further investigation. We appreciate your cooperation and understanding in this matter. Anthony Doolittle, Cardington Police. It's a letter from Martha. Officer Doolittle. My name is Martha Carroll, and I work at the Rose Garden Orphanage. In the past month, I have sent 6 letters to your attention, but have yet to receive a response. Have my letters reached you? I ask that you please investigate this matter at once for the safety of our children. Yesterday I saw them together again, Mr. Wilson and Wendy, a child at our orphanage. I am very concerned for her safety. The two of them have been acting quite strangely. Oh, it's terribly odd. By strangely, I mean Mr. Wilson walking on all fours and nodding, and Wendy appears to be scolding him. I don't know how to explain it, except that it resembled a dog training gone wrong. Oh, it gives me the shivers just thinking about it. Please come investigate the matter as... The letter ends there. Perhaps if the matter had been addressed publicly, things wouldn't have turned out as they did. Adults are so selfish. I think they did name the police officer Officer Doolittle for that exact reason. If the police had just listened to her, it would have saved 12 kids' lives.
Jennifer.
This chapter's so sad, dude. I came to this room every day to do laundry. The water was so cold and the soap would sting my eyes. But I didn't hate it, because clean laundry is so refreshing. What is out here? We're on the 2nd floor. Is there a balcony out there? Oh, let's go see where Eleanor would hang out and watch the birds. Oh, this is like a shower room. Interesting. Oh. No, you got nothing to say in here? Jennifer's like, what do you want me to say? Jennifer, are you happy now? Considering how bad it was for you back then? That tragedy you wanted to forget? Now that you remember everything, how do you feel? Is the answer inside you? Think carefully, Jennifer. How you been, Manatsu? What's going on? When did you play this game? Or did you watch a playthrough of it, or...? Map of this country. That day we flew from England. These memories were buried deep inside of me. The airship and the accident thereafter, the story of my life became a tale of misfortune. Even when the others played airship, I couldn't bear to join them. So I was left out. Jennifer. Aww. A little school schedule. A brat, a know-it-all, an introvert, a crybaby, and an elitist. I know misfortune because I tolerated them all. I thought I was the only grown-up. We were all just kids, myself included. What does it really mean to be a grown-up? Will I ever become one? I learned many things at this orphanage. The alphabet, words, how to clean and do laundry. But the most important thing I learned was the lesson I received in exchange for my dear friend's life. I finally came to understand myself. My beliefs and the will to stand up for them, I don't want to lose those ever again. You played it back when it released? Whoa. I wish I was here for the slap. Yeah. That's the best cutscene in the game. You say the slap, people know what you're talking about. Is that all of downstairs? No, we still got... Still got... What is this room? It's one day. Oh, that drawing's still there. I guess that was there in real life. I think there's another door over here, right? Yeah. Man, what was it like playing this game when it released? Just sitting in your room playing this game and... like, without a guide or anything. This game is... like, I've played this twice before, and I needed that guide. I was getting so lost and so frustrated with the combat and stuff. Oh, is there anything you want to say here? It was a cold winter night. I had been scolded as usual and called to the headmaster's room. I didn't like being scolded, but I didn't mind so much. When it was in front of the fireplace, which was nice, warm, and cozy. This was a picture of Mr. Hoffman when he was a young man. He was so proud when he showed it to us. He never caught the one who doodled on it, though. But I know who did it. I saw Thomas trying to move the ladder on the day it happened. Fuck him. Hey, what's up, Geisha? This is Mr. Hoffman's prized collection of fine dishes. We would sometimes sneak them out and play house with them in the attic. But that's our little secret. All of us loved red roses. Even the name of the orphanage was befitting of an aristocrat. It wasn't until I swore the oath of the rose that I learned that roses have thorns, baby. There were guides. GameSpot was around. Game FAQs. Oh my god, I wonder if we used the same guide. It's Mr. Hoffman's koi. A poor fish. I know you're in a very stinky place, because that rag Diana put on to my face smelled just awful. No matter how clever or fast you are, there's no escaping. You're like a little mermaid in captivity, adapting to a new reality, leaving your home behind. Did you find happiness? It's heavy, Jennifer. Why you gotta put that on the fish? The book is open. March 2nd. Recently, the children have been engaging in odd activities and spreading disturbing rumors. Rumors about creatures that come after children who don't clean up, and stray dogs that kidnap small tots. It's all very bizarre. Today I was busy catching up on my work when Clara came by to offer me a hand. I guess my teaching paid off. I was grateful for her kindness. In the wee hours of the morning, she was still working, so I gently took her to bed. That's kind of sad if you think about Clara. Yeah. I think Clara left, right? I can hardly believe it. My little Clara, bless her heart, is already 16 years old. She tells me she wants to stay at the orphanage and help with the daily chores. Maybe I should seriously consider the offer. Tomorrow I'll discuss it with Martha. At the time, it seemed so frightening. Were those scary things that attacked me just figments of my imagination? This is simply inexcusable. My precious Koi is gone. The children must be responsible. I won't stand for this. Where's Diana? What's she been up to? My opinion of her will suffer because of this. The diary continues, but the last page is particularly interesting. It's Mr. Hoffman's last entry before he disappeared. I'm leaving the orphanage. Clara's here to look after things, and the children are quickly growing up. I've done right and fulfilled my duty. Bloody hell, all the trouble started when that wretched child arrived. I've done nothing to deserve this. That's the end of the diary. We never saw Mr. Hoffman again. What did Jennifer do, though? Mr. Hoffman loved to broadcast over the PA system. While we were cleaning, while we were eating, and even after we were in bed. He always announced our names in the order of his favorites. We'd all try our best to win his approval and be the first one to be called. But he never called my name, not once. I thought it was all rather silly anyway. I'm gonna turn up the music. It's nice. Whoa, what? When is that a thing? Interactive... It doesn't even do anything, what? Can't you see Mr. Hoffman's letters? I guess it was just the diary then. So we did reception, we did Hoffman's office. Yeah, so I want this to be a playthrough where, if you've never played through this game, you can pretty much watch this and get to experience the game as if you were playing it. Let's see. On Halloween, we all dressed up in costumes. Everyone else wore bags over their heads and stared at me through the tiny holes. Their blank faces and muffled voices. It scared me like you wouldn't believe. Is it really you under there? I asked, fearing it was something else. But no one would answer me. Poor Jennifer. This whole game, poor Jennifer. Amanda was always more sensitive about her looks than anyone else. One day she was given a severe scolding by Miss Martha. That's because Miss Martha's lipstick had gone missing. The lipstick was never found, but I know Amanda took it. I've seen her applying it late at night. Is that Olive downstairs? Are we ready to go down to the basement? Oh. Oof. This is a heavy room. It all started here when I dug up the mound. I know. I sensed that something precious to me was buried here, and I couldn't stop myself. The old me, the one who didn't understand herself. I lost my friend because of her. If I could go back, I'd try to save him. But what has happened can never be undone. I'll never break a promise again. You didn't do anything wrong. Ah. Oh, I wanted to go to the balcony. We can see some, Eleanor. I'll rush up there really quick. Was it this way? Yeah. See, I know this mansion. The red bird in the cage, the doll Eleanor treasured. Only we could fly like birds. We could go wherever we wished. She whispered softly, yet no matter how much Eleanor wished, she'll never be able to just fly away from this orphanage. Poor Eleanor. She was burdened by her own frozen heart. Damn, Jennifer. Cutting deep. You didn't have to say all that. Alright, let's go to the basement. Zoom zoom. I wish we can go to the attic. Maybe we do and I just don't remember. Alright, so it was the, I wonder why it's shaped like this. Oh, come on, Jennifer. Come on, Jen! It's the one with the movie in it. Let's go see what these are about. One time Diana was absorbed in deep thought here. She was the prettiest and most mature of the aristocrats. She wanted so much to be an adult. Yet she was also afraid of growing up too fast. What's with the chair and the mallet, though? Also, what were these rooms? Jennifer, enlighten me. I only did get one of the film canisters, but I'm excited to see it. I think this is it, so let's go in here first. Let's take a peek. Cell of fucking bliss. The spooky things, the scary creatures that everyone talked about. They'll come and clean if you don't. They'll come and clean if you don't, sweeping bad children away like dust. Well, they actually came and attacked me. I knew what they really were, but that wasn't the problem. The real problem was my weak heart. My weakness was what drew them here. I don't know what she's talking about. What they really were? Is this something like guilt, or... What was this one called? Bliss? What were the imps? As a projection. Any films you have can be played on it. And if you don't have... Wait, so if you didn't grab that, is there a garbage can in here? No. Wow, you'd have to go all the way upstairs to go play that. I don't remember what's on the film. Let's see. Are these just cutscenes? Oh. Okay. This is out of place. Is anything different? I don't think so.
I'm fine, really. I'm not upset at all. Oh, Jennifer. You know what? I've got something
I
special.
think it's just cutscene. Whoa. What? Multiple cutscenes? Okay. Oh, I thought it was like insights to, like more of the story. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really know what we were gonna get.
Jennifer!
Alright, let's go outside. I think it's this way. Oh, what is that?
Jennifer!
No, I'm lost now. Is it this one? Yeah. All the children are gone. It's a small locker, but it was just for me. My name was even on it. It made me feel welcome. I was so happy I'd moved my shoes in and out over and over again. Oh, is that when she first got here? Game's so fucking sad, bro. It'd be fitting if we were gonna see one of the kids, it'd be you. Cool fish. What's that note say? Oh, oops. I know. Jennifer's leaving. See ya. Deuces. Want to see if we can go over here. No. Do you hear that? The whole game's so fucking sad, dude. Please wait for me. I'll be here. I'll be there. Rickety shed. Look at that filthy little thing. And then I think we just leave, right? What the fuck was that? Think you can touch the knight? Oh, let's go see. Here, I'll just save state. think it ends the game. Okay, let's go see if we can see the bus stop first then. I thought interacting with Brown ended it, but I guess not. I think she has something to say at the bus stop too. Oh, hey. Yeah, you're pretty important. That bus that bus that brought me here. Should I try to take it the other way? No, that's not right. There are still things I have to do here. Wait for me, Brown. Hello, little girl. Do you have a story you can share with me? A happy one, that is. Please tell me if you do. My son is waiting. A girl. It's what? It's no good or so good? It's no good. I'm leaving. I'm just curious what happens. Oh! Oh, I like that the bucket night. It's like the last thing you look at. Bro, if you get the bad ending, you don't get to do this. You miss out on so much. There's just... Well, I guess you're kind of like Jennifer, where you go on living your life with no clarity and no... what's it called? No, like, peace of mind. My dear friend, I never want to... Oh. Everlasting true love, I am yours. She wrote it to Brown, dude. Hold on. I want to read what that said. My dear friend, I never wanted to lose you again. I'll protect you forever and ever until I die. Everlasting true love, I am yours. I don't even know how you figure out the gun on your own, right? There he is, big boy Brown. Stop! I'll protect you. Forever and ever until I... You know what? Hey! Wasn't that beautiful, chat? I don't know if this is gonna get copyright protected, this song. Ugh. Manatsu says, I think she was mostly feeling guilty that not only she thinks it's her fault for not getting there early, but also about repressing her memories until now. Now that she has them back, she'll protect the memory of Brown forever and ever. Yeah. So, what happened in this game? So this game is told in a very broken up way, portraying fragments of Jennifer's memories in like a very broken up PC kind of way, where combining her memories with the airship, with what happened at the orphanage, how she was treated, events that happened. So mostly what you see through the game actually did happen to Jennifer. It was just in the orphanage or in the airship that I'll explain in a second. So what actually happened? The story starts, I guess she's 12 there, but maybe the story starts a little bit earlier than that. It doesn't really say. She was traveling from Europe to India in an airship with her parents. The airship went down, and miraculously, she was the only one who survived. Everybody else died. She was found by an old pea farmer named Gregory, who we see writing stories for his who we see throughout the game. Before he found Jennifer, he was taking care of his very sick, dying son, where... Oh god, okay. Gregory was taking care of his son. He's very poor. He's a pea farmer. His son passes away, and he finds Jennifer while grieving his son. He takes Jennifer home and starts taking care of her. Slowly throughout the course of that, he starts dressing Jennifer more and more in like boy clothes. And eventually, through his psyche, considers Jennifer to be his son Joshua. Him being so poor, the poem Stray Dog and His Peas comes from him actually kidnapping children because he doesn't have any food, and he starts preparing them into soups and food for his son, Aka Jennifer. So Jennifer's like eating people. Not only did she survive a traumatic airship crash, losing her entire family, now she's in this situation. Wendy, who's from a neighboring orphanage, kind of gets the clue that Gregory has another kid, like, in his house, and eventually starts making friends with Jennifer through the basement window. The basement is her room. Key, the end is shaped like a 4-leaf clover. Hey, that's the door that we didn't get access to. Then what happened? Eventually one night, which we see in the gingerbread house chapter, Wendy breaks Jennifer out of Gregory's house, and they run away to the orphanage together, where she eventually stays there full time, and Wendy and Jennifer become best friends. I don't remember when the Aristocrat Club started up, but Wendy got all wrapped up in that, and sometime after, Jennifer found a puppy who she started bringing around named Brown. Wendy became very jealous of Brown, that Jennifer wanted to spend all her time with him instead of her. Are you kidding me? Wendy became jealous that Jennifer wanted to spend all her time with Brown, instead of Wendy. So she would make attempts to get Jennifer to herself and kind of try to get Jennifer to forget Brown. Which Wendy pulling Jennifer, trying to pull Jennifer closer, actually pushed her further away. Until one day, the Red Crown aristocrats were ordered to bring Brown in as the monthly gift, and that's where Wendy killed Brown by putting him in a bag and having the kids beat him until he stopped moving, and then they buried him in the courtyard. That's where Jennifer slapped Wendy's shit up and became the new princess of the Red Crown aristocrats. So as revenge, Wendy went to Stray Dog Gregory dressed up as his son and orchestrated him coming in Gregory's broken state, orchestrated him coming to the orphanage, acting like a dog. I guess they've been, hanging out like the police report had said. And just fucking killing all of the children with his bare hands. And that's why Jennifer sees all their clothes on the front lawn, because what's really there is the kids' dead bodies during the boss fight, where I guess that happened, where Jennifer gave him the gun and he killed himself, and she got out of there, surviving being the sole survivor of yet another tragedy. And there's all these backstories with the side characters as well. I'd like to watch this video with you guys. This is by, I want to give full credit. Please go check this guy out. His name is Ragnarox, and I've been a fan of his for a long time. I think this is the original video where I found him. I'm going to share an excerpt from it, kind of explaining it better than I can. If you're watching the full compilation of this, I'm going to put it in the description. Please check him out. I adore his content. All right, let me pull this up here. Yeah, I really like his stuff a lot. Because I just want to provide a place, like a video where you can kind of get what's going on after playing the game and seeing all the events. And this is another one of those games where playing it the second time and you kind of realize what's going on and, oh shit, like this actually happened, but just not in this context. It's less confusing. It's like watching, I've never actually seen this movie, but I reference it a lot. It's like watching Memento again. You know what I mean? All right, so yeah, this is a really good video. I've seen it a few times. It's an hour and 15 minutes long, and it's just, if you're interested in this, which I hope this playthrough kind of made you a little more interested in this. This is the full story, but we're just going to play a little excerpt here.
We've talked about a band of bullies and the effect their actions have on their victims. We've talked about the blatant parallels between a social hierarchy of organized harassment and real-world politics, and we've talked about the impact of child neglect and exploited parental power on the children of the Rose Garden orphanage. And all of this without even tackling what could be seen as the game's central antagonist. I'm talking about Wendy, Jennifer's savior, best friend, and supposed love interest, in big air quotes, who is eventually revealed to be the ringleader of the Red Crayon aristocrats, bearing the rank of Princess of the Red Rose. She was the one who orchestrated all the wrongdoings Jennifer has been subjected to during her year in the orphanage, and she embodies another type of abusive relationship Rule of Rose addresses in its narrative. But to understand her role in the story, it is vital to untangle the scrambled past of Jennifer. So let's see what really happened to her during her time in the Rose Garden Orphanage, without the filter of delusion through which her story is presented throughout the game. Jennifer's tale begins in 1929, a few months before she entered the orphanage. At the time, she was traveling with her parents on board of a luxury airship on a flight from Cardington to India. But due to technical malfunctions, the airship crashed. This disaster was inspired by the R-101, a real-life experimental long-distance airship that crashed in France in the same year and killed nearly all of its passengers. In Rule of Rose's case, Jennifer was the sole survivor of the catastrophe that made her an orphan, and this tragic event is the reason why the hazy recollections of her childhood conflate the year she spent in the orphanage with her memory on board of the ill-fated airship. Before salvage and rescue teams arrived, Jennifer's unconscious body was found by a poor pea farmer named Gregory Wilson. He brought her to his little farmhouse where he lived in solitude sometime after his son Joshua had passed away for reasons unspecified. Gregory took care of the injured Jennifer, nurtured her to health, and gave her a new home. But his son's recent passing had made him unstable. In the wake of Joshua's death, Gregory had turned to alcohol and developed strong suicidal tendencies, and he gradually developed something like a replacement complex through Jennifer. He began addressing her with his late son's name, cut her hair short like Joshua used to wear it, and dressed her in his old clothes, until he started believing that Jennifer, in fact, was Joshua, and that his son had never died after all. He became increasingly overprotective, and eventually permanently locked Jennifer in the basement, to make sure he would never lose his son ever again. Jennifer grew increasingly afraid and repeatedly tried to escape, but she was not able to on her own. But one fine day, a young girl who lived in an orphanage not too far from Gregory's house discovered her through the dirty basement window. Because of the clothes Jennifer was wearing, the girl, Wendy, mistook her for a boy and from that point on dubbed her prince. The two began exchanging letters in secret and quickly became infatuated with each other, longing to be together. And then one day, Wendy took up the courage and broke Jennifer out from her imprisonment, and they escaped to the Rose Garden Orphanage, where she was reluctantly adopted by Headmaster Hoffman. In the beginning of her time in the orphanage, Jennifer and Wendy were inseparable friends. Wendy introduced her to the Red Crayon Aristocrat Club, and being the group's founder and leader, she made her a member, even though Jennifer never agreed with their games from the start and only played along because it made her friend happy. But over time, Wendy's affection for Jennifer grew increasingly obsessive. Reading through their letters that can be found in the gingerbread house and in the epilogue chapter of the game, we can observe how her language becomes gradually more manic and possessive, even if, at the time, things still appeared to be fine from an outside perspective. But as long as Wendy got what she wanted, that is, having Jennifer all to herself, she was appeased. But as it is common with abusers, it usually needs a catalyst that tips the scales from simply being a caring friend into her turning into the obsessive control freak that would turn Jennifer's life into an everyday hell. For Wendy, this catalyst was Brown. One day, Jennifer was wandering out and about and discovered a lonely, hungry, and helpless puppy abandoned in a dilapidated shed near the orphanage. She couldn't leave the poor thing to starve, so, driven by compassion and love for the little baby boy, she took him in, nursed him to health, and the two very quickly became inseparable friends. Jennifer's fondness for Brown immediately stirred jealousy in Wendy. She repeatedly expressed her dislike of dogs, called Jennifer's friend filthy, dirty, and made it clear that she wants to have her all for herself. But Jennifer, of course, didn't want to part with her friend, and frankly, she didn't even see a problem. And despite her attempts to befriend Wendy and Brown, over time, Wendy's jealousy turned into spite. which in turn made Jennifer recede more and more and favor Brown's company over hers. A cycle of power imbalance. The more Wendy pulled, the more it made Jennifer want to distance herself. And at some point, Wendy snapped. Around that time, Hoffman, alongside the housekeeper Martha Carroll and Clara, had disappeared from the orphanage, leaving the remote mansion without any adult supervision. And even though it was technically only meant to be a game, in this leaderless vacuum of power, the Red Crayon Aristocrat Society stepped in to seize the power through their twisted sense of law and order over the children that were left behind. They became the de facto leadership of the forsaken Rose Garden Orphanage. Wendy increasingly abused her power to rile the aristocrats up against Jennifer, and inciting the group to harass and bully her. In her own mind, she always acted in Jennifer's best interest, coercing her into giving up her friend and committing to their love and friendship, a very common justification used by abusers. I love you so much, and my love for you is so righteous that your suffering is necessary and deserved if you're unable to see the truth, my truth. I'm only mistreating you because that's what you make me do. The spiral of abuse by the hand of the aristocrats is depicted in many of the game's chapters, and it eventually culminates when Wendy declared Filthy Brown as the gift of the day. The aristocrats trapped Jennifer's friend, tied him up, stuffed him in a bag, and beat him to death. This is the bottom of the abusive spiral of Wendy's attempts to coerce Jennifer into coming back to her, and this is where things ultimately went too far for Jennifer. Witnessing the murder of her dear friend made Jennifer finally stand up against Wendy's bullying.
My friend! Give me back my friend!
As we said before, the aristocrats immediately dethrone her and declare Jennifer their new leader. Now, after that, things turn a little bit over-spectacular, if you ask me. Wendy runs away from the orphanage after this incident and pretty much immediately plots her revenge. From much of the information the game presents during the Gingerbread House chapter and the final encounter, plus the epilogue chapter, Wendy goes on to exploit Gregory, the lone pea farmer's weak mental state, and his obsession with his deceased son Joshua, by dressing up as a young boy and impersonating him. During the game's big reveal at the end, it turns out that the boy who had been leading Jennifer and the players around throughout most of the game, it was a cross-dressing Wendy all along. Wendy systematically manipulated the gullible Gregory and trained him like an animal. Among the kids, he became the legend of Stray Dog, a boogeyman story the children of the orphanage whispered about, fearing Stray Dog would come and eat them one night. And, well, what can I say? Turns out they were right. One night in December, Wendy actually brings Gregory to the orphanage and orders him to massacre everybody. Yeah, I guess she went a bit farther, didn't she? This is the final boss fight of the game, and depending on how we deal with him, you reach the good or the bad ending. In the bad ending, Jennifer outright kills him in combat and loses her memory for good. While in the good ending, she hands him his revolver, and Gregory ends up taking his own life, following through with the suicidal urge he had ever since he had lost his son. Jennifer leaves the orphanage, once again being the only survivor of a mass tragedy, and subsequently represses all the memories of this tormented period of her life, until she returns at age 19 to revisit and come to terms with this troubled past. Full circle. Now, let's talk about Jennifer and Wendy's relationship. Now, especially...
Please watch the rest of that video. I'll link it. If you're watching the full comp, it'll be down in the description. Yeah. This, once again, this was Ragnarok's. Totally recommend him. Love his stuff. I've seen most of his videos. They're great to just put on, and like I usually put him on and go to sleep. He's got a great voice. Super check him out. Here, let's go back. There's a bit of costumes in this game, but we'd have to do the whole first chapter and stuff. Yeah. Was it good? Here, let me set something else up, and yeah, we'll be back. I'll make a cup of coffee. Let's get comfy. All right, be right back, y'all.